We have not been recording. Okay, so for the recording, for YouTube and everything, we have a team. Just gonna reset real quick. We have a team here for Final Fantasy. Never played it before. Never played any Final Fantasy game, but this is the first time. Gotta have one of those for everyone. The team is composed of Mango, our thief, who is just a super fast hitter. Grape, our monk, who is a strong hitter. Avocado, the white mage, who is a pretty good hitter, like hits above their weight class. And of course, the MVP, Banana, who fights with a giant banana staff. That is flimsy and does very little damage. Mostly because they use it. Oh, they just survived. Okay, gotta heal them. Hang on. Healing you. Oh, 21 damage? Are you serious? That is hefty. But yeah, Banana hits with a giant banana staff that is quite overripe. So it's, it's not the strongest weapon. But it is effective, that's for sure. Banana is famous for just the best attacks ever. Watch, you'll see. You'll see. Alright, so the quest here is to rescue a princess. Oh, there are spiders here. Okay, these are cool. But the quest here is to capture the captured princess and return her to the castle. And yeah, and then who knows what else is gonna come up. I'm sure this is like the tutorial. Here's how to play. So just go do this basic objective. Because if there's one thing I know about Final Fantasy, it's that you always end up killing God, or someone who wants to be God, or someone whose power rivals God, or wants to destroy God. Like, you end up being a godlike being at the end, facing off against other godlike beings. That's just how RPGs like this work, so... how long it takes us to get to God status, we will find out. But I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what this game has in store. 15! That's the most Banana's ever done! Way to go, Banana! Way to go, Banana! Nice. Like I said, Mango Grape, holding up this team, putting in the work. Just taking someone out every turn. Oh, a potion, perfect. And a tent. Oh, what's a tent do? Partially. It restores MP as well. Oh, that's gonna be so useful. I can't wait for that. Jeez, how about that? Banana's kicking some butt in here, metaphorically. Since all these skeletons have is pelvises, but still, they are just tearing through these skeletons like it's nothing. It's their, oh, okay, you're dead, No. Magic, cure. And there. Oh, thank goodness. I will not let Banana fall again. Yeah, Banana fell already, and we found out that death has no meaning in this world as long as you have the money for it. It costs 40 gil, I think, in this game. 40 gil to bring someone back from death. That's a lot. Yeah, no, that's a lot of money, especially for someone just starting out. I know we have like 200 something now. That's because we've been grinding against everything we see. You know what this is a perfect time for? This is the perfect time for some sleep. Just gonna knock everyone out. Uh-oh, uh-oh, why is that werewolf still here? This is not okay. This is not okay. Oh my gosh, everyone's asleep. This is perfect. Okay, you are healing now. You gotta go. But Banana used their banana magic and everyone got bored and fell asleep. Let's use Cure on you. Okay, well that was certainly effective. Way to go, Banana. Context is key. Grinding against everything we see. Exactly! Uh-oh, why are they all awake? This is not good. They should not be awake. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I need to grind against all of you. You will not be here to see me kicking your ass as I leave out the door. I'll make sure to nab all of your gear and treasure, 'cause I am so greedy. Sometimes you just gotta have fun, you know? Come on, let me in. Oh, Mystic Key! I cannot wait till we find this Mystic Key. I want all this cool treasure. Okay, this Black Widow is so dead. No. Grape needs some healing now. Ha! I'm so glad Avocado went. Honestly, I know we all love Banana, and I do too, but I've always had a soft spot for healing. You can't go around grinding against people in their sleep, silly. Well, you can if you have their consent first. If they tell you it's okay and explicitly say that, then you can. And that is the only time that I will, that it is acceptable. Because then it is between, you know, consenting things. But then you come to the question of, can goblins consent? Can skeletons consent? And I don't want to touch necrophilia, so I'm going to leave it there. Hiya! Just... I love how Avocado comes out with the hammer. Like, can we just name that hammer the Pit? That hammer is now Avocado's Pit. And when it uses it, it's like serious. Oh, another Mystic Key. Dang it. Okay, I get it. Alright, fine. What's this? Okay, no big. Just gotta nail these things down. Alright, whatever. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say, by the time it gets to you, nothing is happening, but oh, look at that. Banana took out... Both the mages just attacked and killed a skeleton, so... We're doing okay, folks. We are doing okay. before we go in that door, we have to make sure there's nothing else. Just you gotta go every wrong way first. Didn't see those zombies consent. You know, that's fair. That's fair. The zombies do not consent. However, I was not using those zombies for that kind of grinding. It was the simple putting them to rest so that they could experience sleep once more. I was doing them a favor. I'm sure their souls, if they were still around, would agree with me. Okay, since there's so many, I'm just gonna use sleep. You. Okay, only 9 damage. Perfect. Oh, 22 damage. That thing's gotta go. And go to sleep. Go to sleep now. Okay, only the wolves. Boom. Okay, perfect. Cure. Who needs it the most? I think it's avocado. Well, Grape's gonna get the healing next, that's for sure. Why is this so tanky? Okay, and they're back up. Okay, this is not good. Okay, no, they're still asleep. Still asleep. Cure on Grape, please. Oh my gosh, I gotta... Everyone's getting low. Go to sleep, Goblin. No! No, not banana! Not banana. Okay, we're going back again, folks. Cannot do this. Missed that timing. Oh, man. Okay. No mercy. You're going down now. Go, avocado. Antidote. That doesn't matter. One who is injured is already gone. Oh no, I just walked right past where I needed to. Oh no, not mango too. We're running. We're not dealing with this. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Okay. We're okay on that stuff. We're making oh, jeez, no, not an ambush too. With 5 guys, this is an intense game, folks. I was not expecting Final Fantasy to be this difficult right out of the gate, but like, we've had half our party die twice in the last, what, hour? Maybe? So, we gotta... Oh. Fleet. Okay, we gotta beef up somehow. We gotta grind some stuff out to get everyone up to snuff, because this is not helping at all. Not helping, not healthy. It's not anything. Huh. Sorry, just needed some water. Hang on. Okay. There's only 3 this time, that's good. And they don't do more than single-digit damage, which is also good. brutal company. Yeah, you're right, Delilah. They are brutal. Like, they're the same company who did Kingdom Hearts, though, right? Like, I didn't think they'd be this hard. I haven't heard of Final Fantasy being known for its fearsome combat. I've heard it be known for its, like, well-known and beloved characters, and its genuine good design and fun games. But I haven't heard anything about its difficulty. You know, aside from a few boss missions here and there in the newest game. But I don't know, that's just a boss mission in the end game. That's what you'd expect. This is right out the gate. I was expecting a lot different stuff. Especially from the same company who did Kingdom Hearts. Like, Kingdom Hearts is also notoriously like just a grindy, mash the buttons again and again, not a difficult game. NFTs. Oh, jeez. That's right. Final Fantasy's doing that dumb NFT thing. Like, that's not going to do anything for you. There was some other company recently that did NFTs. They wanted to make NFTs of their game. And they got, what was it? Let's buy a bunch of potions. There was some game that like projected, oh, if we do NFTs, we will rake in, I don't know, some amount. I forget the exact game and amount. I'll have to look it up later. It was like a few million, maybe 10 million they were hoping for. And what did they get? After all of that press and ruining the PR of their own game, they got a squat like $400. $400 is the price of an NFT sometimes. Like, that is not a lot of money to rake in for selling NFTs. Discord too, yeah, you're right. You're right, Discord as well tried it. Ugh. It's absolutely the worst idea. Final Fantasy is just... I think Final Fantasy 14 is trying to ruin itself at this point, because between the server issues and then this happening, canceling free trials, what else did they do? I know there was issues with the housing before this, so, you know, it's not like this is, I don't know, that's job enough for that, okay. It's not like people don't know that this doesn't work. Companies try it, and then they get blasted, and then no one buys anything, and then they're just stuck holding the bill and bad PR. It doesn't work for video games, it doesn't work for social media, it doesn't work. NFTs are just gambling for tokens. Well, I shouldn't say gambling. It's gambling implies some sort of game that has fair, if bent rules towards a direction. Like, you can understand gambling. NFTs are just a crapshoot. They're not even gambling, it's worse. Okay, how's everyone doing? We're all level 6, except for you. Status? How you doing? XP. 93. Oof. We gotta beef you up, huh? Anything we can get at the store for you? Bye. No, that's it? That's it? Okay. Oh, okay. Trying to help Banana here. Gambling for... Exactly, that's exactly what it is, Delilah. It's you buy a thing and then hope someone else wants it for a higher price because they're stupid and because you can trick them into it. somewhere, a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, that's, you know what it is? It's like an MLM, but for stock bros. It's like, oh, if you buy into this NFT thing, well, you just wait and you hold on to that and you keep buying more because the price is just going to keep going up, and then the value of it is going to be exponentially higher. Like, okay, there's evidence for that because over time things increase in value and new things increase more in value relative to old things. And guess what? Cryptocurrency is a new thing. So it's going to increase in value more than old things. But also, it's been out since what, 2014, 2016, somewhere in there? It's almost 10 years old at this point. Like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, that stuff has come and gone. We're on, I don't know what now. We're on all sorts of stuff. So, whatever they're hoping for, it's not going to happen anymore. It's too late. So people buy in. It's like, you just buy into my system, and all of a sudden they're in a pyramid. Okay, there's nothing for banana. We checked. Honestly, if y'all like this kind of conversation, you should come tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking politics, going to be talking right-wing people, going to be talking conspiracy theorists. It's going to be different, but still chill. Still like hanging out, laughing at dumb people. Just dumb people whose opinions actually negatively affects the world. Like NFTs. I'll have to find some stuff about NFTs for you. A series of bubbles. You know, I don't want to insult bubbles. Bubbles are pretty and fun to play with. NFTs are ugly. Like, just in general, NFTs are ugly. I've seen, what is it? The only good NFTs I've ever seen are Jack Horner, a paleontologist who worked on the Jurassic Park films with Steven Spielberg, so like the original ones. Eragon. The stream tomorrow will be the same time, 4 p.m. I'm just going to stream at 4, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. No stream on Thursday. So, you'll be able to... Hang on, let me turn on the light so it captures my eyes. There we go. You will be able to find me on Twitch most days for now, between 4 and 7 to 8, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But, excuse me. But yeah, the tomorrow's stream is going to be all sorts of fun. I've got lots of stuff planned. I've got some crazy conspiracy nuts, some preachers. Gonna go through tonight and pick out specific material. So if you want anything in specific, let me know. Wednesday's gonna be a special stream, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Wednesday's gonna be relevant to the time. But yeah, did I miss anything in chat, by the way? Kingdom Hearts is a hard game, apparently, Katie says. Huh. I had no idea. Like I said, I've never played Final Fantasy, never played Kingdom Hearts. I just never had that kind of system for it. You know, I got a Game Boy in 2004, 2005. First game I ever got was Pokemon Ruby, so it must have been 2004. And I remember we didn't really get games. We got maybe one game a year. So it was a lot of Pokemon games. Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks Delilah. I'll try to take it easy. Honestly, this part isn't so hard once we get it set up. I'm just worried about like the technical difficulties before and after. which is, that's the hardest part, is getting the tech up and running like we saw earlier today. But that should also get easier as time goes on. So, also that's why I have that gap day on Thursday, just in case I'm like feeling a little rough. I can take it easy that day and rest. After dealing with right-wing ideas for 2 days straight, I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna look forward to Thursday, and then Friday. Friday is gonna be a different stream as well. It's gonna be gaming again. Friday is going to be it's gonna be Pokemon Coliseum, which that's gonna be more familiar to me. It's gonna be more enjoyable. It's again a game I've never played, but it's a game that, like, this is gonna sound funny. So my parents, 1 year for Christmas, decided to buy me the guidebook for a Pokemon game. They saw it and were like, oh, they like Pokemon. I should get her this. And they got me the guidebook to Pokemon Coliseum. Keep in mind, as I said, the only system we had was the Game Boy SP. So we could not play Pokemon Coliseum. We did not own Pokemon Coliseum. All we had was this book that showed us every single trainer and all of their Pokemon in the game. And we would just, I remember picking that book up and staring at it and like memorizing as much as I could about this game and like trying to figure out how it would feel to play. Ow, okay, that is not good. Come on, Grape. And like, I remember seeing, I don't know his name anymore, I forgot it, but like the dude with the gigantic red and white afro with the ridiculous amount of Ludicolo's. I want to find that guy and I want to just talk to him. I want to find out about his aesthetic. I want to find out about his deal with Ludicolo's. I want to find out his idea with like, does he do music? Does he have a special theme? Like music theme? I don't know, and I want to. And it's been bugging me ever since my parents got us that book. I need to know. So that's going to be Friday. Friday is going to be Pokemon Coliseum, finally making the dream come true. And that'll close out the week. So, also I should say that since this is my first stream and my first week of streaming, things are going to be a little flexible. Okay, that's a lot. So what you see today, like the setup might change, the some features might change, but I'll try to keep the time and material consistent overall, just so that we can build a following, build consistency, build all the momentum we need. Because I am trying to make this big. I am trying to monetize this at some point. Being unemployed, I need everything I can get, and I finally have the time to handle this. Like, it took me all month to get Twitch set up. So now that it's set up, it's like, okay, I want to do something with this. I want to use this. I want to like go all out. But I also understand I'm new. I also understand that this is going to be a learning process. So whatever happens, like, I'm not going to hold myself too rigidly to anything that we do. If some things aren't working, make sure they aren't working and then leave. Try something different. I'm not gonna force anything. It's just, you have to give it that time to develop too. So we'll see. Oh no, Grape needs the healing. We'll see how things go. I'm really looking forward to this whole journey. Lightning damage. Okay, both to one effect. But yeah, that's the plan. Tomorrow, conspiracy theorists and right-wing people, just like an introduction stream. Wednesday, special theme based on an upcoming anniversary. And if you can guess in chat, then oh no. hang on, I'll get to that, Eragon. Um, if you can guess it in chat what the anniversary is, I will give you kudos, and if you would like a follow, I will do that, because that seems reasonable. Before I forget, if anyone has any ideas for like channel point ID icons or emoji icons, let me know. I've got a lot set up, but those I'm not sure what to do with yet. I do want to work with the void theme and like sucked into the void or something. Might add an animation to like suck the browser capture into me if a video response is particularly bad. It's like, okay, in the void you go, click. But we'll find out. Like I said, we're playing around. What did you say, Eragon? Oh no. Eragon the movie. Eragon the movie is an absolute train wreck. I know Paolini was young and he didn't know what he was doing, but he still had a hand in that production. And it's a basic fantasy movie. It shouldn't be that hard to mess up. It's like you hit these plot points, you make it sound good, you proofread it. At least Eragon was proofread. Even if it didn't have an ending, it was at least proofread. That movie, I don't know how it got past the cutting room floor. Okay, what do I want to do? Blink. Yeah, nope. These things are tough. Okay. Magic. Let's see if putting them to sleep will help. 26. Ow! Gotta heal you next. If you go before Grape, that means... Ow. Okay, that was... I think we'll probably avoid like, yeah. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that movie, Eragon the movie. I've watched it twice. I've seen it twice in my life. Once when it came out, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And then another time, like 4 years ago, I picked up like, okay, I remember this being bad, but it couldn't have been that bad, right? I regretted it after the first 5 minutes. That was a terrible stream. It's terrible sit through. Decision, that's the word I'm looking for. I am sorry that you had that book. I'm sure the book was cooler than the actual movie, because it's like, it doesn't have the plot holes of the movie, or the inconsistencies. It's just like, here's how we did things. But, that movie brings back some bad memories. What to do with you? Fire! You're fired! Haha! Way to go, Banana! Man, when I actually use Banana's strength, you know, like magic, Banana's like a beast. If only it didn't take a resource that's hard to refill. Books. Great. I have all of the books on my bookshelf right here. I'm looking at them. I love the books. I could talk about the books for ages. My favorite parts, honestly, the dwarven politics. Every time we went to talk about the dwarven politics and the clan system, I loved it. I know it's not everyone's favorite because it's kind of boring. That was my thing. Like, okay, these people are doing this, and these people don't like them because of this reason. It makes sense why, but also they're kind of assholes, so I'm okay with not liking them. Cool, love it. I loved that whole thing with like trying to find out who was after Eragon and then trying to like find the proof for it. Oh man, that was cool. Even though Eragon didn't like do much, he still had enough to stay engaged. And then, I'm not going to spoil it, in case anyone hasn't read it, but the way they decided to deal with the guilty parties was poetic. It was something I hadn't seen or wasn't expecting, but it worked so incredibly well on so many levels. I will never, like, that, the impact of that scene will never leave me. It's not even like an emotional scene, it's just like a really cool scene. And also Rowan. Anytime Rowan was up, especially in the second book, peak Rowan, absolutely. Best character, best boy. Rowan, heart of gold, love him. Hammer of something. I don't know. He just was like a rags to riches story done right, whereas Eragon was like a chosen one sort of story. And kind of having the two of them side by side, it was a good contrast. And it also like really helped Rowan stand out. Seeing Eragon, he's already out there. He's got magic. He's got powers. He's got a dragon. Like, he is the ultra powerful one. And then Rowan's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here because the bird people don't like me. And I got a hammer. Picked up a hammer from the blacksmith shop. Yeah, let's work with this. And he like leads everyone out of town across the spine in winter, which if y'all haven't hiked in winter in the mountains, it is not easy. I cannot imagine how difficult that was. We did get to see some of it, but thankfully it wasn't like Lord of the Rings where we see every excruciating detail of their journey. It was mercifully hidden from us. And just, yeah, Rowan being a charismatic leader of his people, and the okay, another thing I liked, Rowan sort of leads into forgetting her name, the leader of the Varden, after the first book. What's the daughter's name who becomes the leader? If you haven't read these books, I do recommend them. They are they have their issues towards the end, but they are good books and high tier fantasy. But her whole the leader of the Varden has this cool storyline where she's trying to prove herself both to her people, to her tribe, and keep their customs alive, while also being the leader of this rebel force that is a conglomerate of people from all across the continent. There's elves, there's dwarves, there's people from Sundra, there's people from the desert. I think there's people from the desert. Pretty sure that's where she's from. There's people from the spine. So, like, she has a lot to manage. And the way she does it, Naswada, thank you. Naswada is just, she's so clever. The way she handles the Magician's Guild, like, having them, almost at a spoiler. She uses magic in ways that people wouldn't think of. And it's that kind of creativity, both in Naswada and Rowan, that I really appreciate. Eragon is kind of a ditz. He's kind of a, like, empty-headed farmhand, you know? That's what he's meant to be. No shame on him. The long knives, yes! The long knives! Yes, exactly. That chapter was incredible. The climax where she goes, ching ching, and the guy, the big strong guy who wants to take his people out of this conflict, he sees the double, and he goes, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. You win. I yield. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, it was magic. Okay, I gotta keep up with my healing. I'm getting distracted. Oh man. But yeah, I love the series. Fantastic series. If you haven't read the ending, how do I want to say this? It was originally supposed to be a trilogy, but it ended up being 4 books. And I think it could have been 5 books. I think it could have also done with, if he had, I don't know his process, but the ending did feel like, it felt like someone who was trying to find his way. It's not a bad ending, it's a good ending. As you read it, more, like, I've read it multiple times. The first time I didn't get it. Second time I kind of understood it. Third time I was like, alright, I see what you were going for. So it's got its issues, but it's not bad. And it doesn't ruin the series, you know? It's one of those stories where it's like, you kind of wrote yourself into a corner and you found a way out. So, congrats. And, yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, good book. If you like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, I would recommend it. Paolini, much better guy than JK Rowling. I've not heard any controversy from him. He just kind of goes and does his own thing, writes his own stuff. He's a cool dude. Also, the fact that he wrote his first book when he was like 15, he inspired me to work on my own world, which has not seen any progress like that. But it's been... He definitely had an impact on me and helped shape the course of my life. And I'm always going to remember that and love these books because of that. My books are in such terrible condition since I've had them since middle school that, like, the spines are falling apart. I'm looking at them now and I'm just like laughing to myself and just think of all the places I've carried these books. Did anyone... Was anyone one of those, like, bookworms who, they would take books everywhere they went with them and read them? Or like, knew a kid like that? Because that was me. That was exactly what I did in school. If I had a book, which was every day there had to be some book. Still need to read Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I need to read that too. I haven't... Honestly, ever since I got into college, I've not had time to read. I do need to read. That book is on my list because I want to see what he's done now that he has, like, a full series under his belt. But I've got faith in him. I'm sure you can pull it off. I just don't have the time anymore. Yes, exactly. You get it, Carp Crusader. I used to bring books every single day from, I think I started in either 2nd or 3rd grade, just always having a book on hand. At school, I would have it in my desk. Or no, it was 2nd grade. No, 1st grade. Second grade. Because I remember I had the book of Peanuts comics in 2nd grade, and I just read that book religiously for a period. I didn't quite bring books everywhere, but he's read so much. Sweet Body Part was up first. I don't know that book. I don't know. Who's it by? But yeah, so I would bring books everywhere and read them. I would try to sneak them under my shirt to the bathroom. I would read on the toilet, and then just for some alone time. And then I'd come back and do my work, and oh look, it's all done. Let me pull out my book again. Oh, I'm eating lunch or I'm eating dinner at the table with my parents. Let me get a book out. Cut off is really nice. Stop taking ADHD with you all sound effects. That sounds about right. Sorry, Carp. That sounds about right. Yeah. I can't focus on books anymore. Honestly, it takes a different mentality and a different, like, I have to shift gears in my head now to read. and it's kind of frustrating, which is part of the reason why I haven't gone back to it. But back then, like, I remember 4th grade. I love telling this story. Hang on. 4th grade. I'm reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire for the first time, right? It's a picture book, technically, so I'm reading it. I need to go to the bathroom, so I slide the book under my shirt, little skinny 4th grader, with this 5, 6, how many pages does it have? Hang on. It's too far away. 500-page book under my shirt. And I just like sneak it out. I like hold it, go to the bathroom. I think I'm so sneaky. No one knows I have a book under my shirt. Ha 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 ha, I've pulled one over on everyone. And I like finish the chapter or whatever, I come back. And the teacher just looks at me, like I sit down, I slide the book out into my lap and under my chair. And the teacher just like looks at me, gives me a nod. I'm like, me? Oh, she knew. I was so clever for a little kid, but it's so hard for a little kid to be like actually clever. Not saying they can't be. Little kids can be smart, but that was not my smartest move. Oh man. It's by Cixin Liu. Translated from Chinese, mostly following the development of humanity. Huh. That does sound fun. I'll have to look into it. Kind of... I think one of the last book series I read, it was the Halo series. I read 6 of those books. Not all of them, but 2 of the box sets. Like there was one about the flood and humanity fighting the Covenant, how that started. And then there was one about like pre-Halo one, and 3 books about that. That was an interesting read. Halo has some very wild lore. I think whoever was in charge of the Halo development just decided to go full ham on it, and I thank them for it. And if anyone hasn't seen David Brian Gilbert's video on Halo lore and all of the books, then I would recommend that, because it is a beautiful video that just goes through everything, every aspect of it. Yes, that's exactly it. You've seen it, Eragon. You've seen it. There are books I didn't even know existed, apparently, that go into all sorts of stuff. And I'm happy just to know that they exist at this point, because I've accepted I can't read every book in the world. Unraveled. Yeah, it is. Like, the dude knows how to present information. He knows exactly when to time reveals, when to, like, insert a joke, when to be serious, and when to pretend to be serious, so that he can get away with one. He is, I don't want to say a genius, but he is very clever. He's very clever with his system that he uses. Every time. I need to subscribe to him. I have this problem where I've transitioned from books to YouTube. So, where I used to, what is it? I used to read in the bathroom and have a book on hand at all times. Now I have a video playing at all times, which is, more convenient. Going to be funny or terrible? I don't know what you're referring to, Eragon. Oh, I see. You mean David Brian Gilbert? Is this going to be funny or terrifying or both? Yeah, that's him. Is this going to be cursed? Either Sonic is a god or can kill God, and I do not care which. Or is it going to be Brian David Gilbert, like, trying different study methods to figure out the one diet that will help his focus or something. Like, he had that whole video about steak or something. But yeah, hour-long video essays. Or I listen to a lot of Twitch people because, frankly, the algorithms moved from long-form content back to short-form. So I've had to, like, find people to follow. And I could go into my Twitch influences, but I think I'll save that for tomorrow's stream. So you'll have to tune in then to find out. But yeah, now I just have YouTube playing constantly. And it's good because it, like, helps me focus to have just someone in the background gaining stamina. Thank you, that's the video. I haven't seen that video, Eragon. I've only seen like a handful of his videos, I'll admit. I'm not the most avid BDG fan. I've been saying his name wrong, haven't I? I've been saying David Bryan, not Brian David. Oops. I swear, I think I have dyslexia, but I don't know when I developed it because I used to be an amazing reader. But yeah, YouTube. Going back to that, I used to listen to YouTube all of the time. I do. I listen to Twitch streams, I listen to stuff. Problem is now, like, I don't need just one Twitch thing, one YouTube thing. I need that. And, I also need to be doing, I need to be doing Twitter or something to engage myself both auditorily and, like, visually and, like, physically. I need all three forms of stimulation just to feel like productive or like I'm doing something. Otherwise, my leg bounces and I get all antsy and I just like, there needs to be something, why is there not something, there needs to be something. And that used to be me with books, where I would if I wasn't reading a book or had like just put down a book to do something else, I would get antsy and bored and start playing games in my head and imagining books in my head. And now it's like, now I'm imagining videos and video content in my head instead, because that's what I'm filling my time with. So it's not, it's something that where was I going with this? It's just interesting to see how times have changed, especially as I have access to the internet more. Because keep in mind, when I was growing up, I was on dial-up. I remember. I don't get me wrong. I love the dial-up sound. It is genuinely fun for me to listen to. I hated when my parents would be on a phone call, and I would be in the middle of some like flash game on the internet, and they'd be like, "No, get off, get off, and I'm like, fine." Like, my dad really rationed the internet back then. He did when we were in high school too, which was weird because at that point it was like early 2010s, late 20-aughts. But back then it was like anytime there was an issue, we had to switch over to some CD thing. What have I missed? Eragon, are you trying to scar me? I am not someone who can handle horror video games. Are you trying to scar me? I will hold my stuffies close to me the entire time, and if I scream, I'm gonna blame you next time I see you. I'm like, Eragon, I saw that video. You got me, FNAF style. Congratulations. I was a scared chicken. But honestly, it's Brian David Gilbert. How bad can it be? Fatal last words. Pyramid scheme. 2 browsers, 1 real-time game, a YouTube or stream. Exactly, Eragon. Exactly. That is the real struggle. My VTuber model is kind of all over the place. It's kind of sketchy. I'll have to fix that later. I think that's more of a connection issue, but we will figure it out. Good. I will tell you exactly how much I enjoyed the terror that video gave me. Okay, good. More levels. How are we doing? How are we doing on levels? Everyone's level 7? Cool. I think we're set. I think we're good on grinding. Let's go back and heal, and then we can open that door. Oh! Oh, that's not good. They just knocked out our healer. Oh, you're dead. You're dead, son. I'm not holding back. Fire! Just perfectly unnerving. Perfectly unnerving is Brian David Gilbert's cursed content, so that sounds perfect. Should I be high for it? Because I can get high. I'll be honest, I am a bit of a stoner, trying to cut down a little bit just because it's expensive, and weed, while it's legal in New York, I won't be able to buy any until like April at the earliest. Okay, cool. Then I will get high and enjoy it. Probably on Thursday, because that's my time to just, have time. I will make a note of this. The Brian David Gilbert, let's see how we do it. Gotta heal you, that's for sure. Heal. You know what, we're heading back. These guys aren't gonna do much. Just attack. I don't care. Adding that to my notes. BDG. There it is. Alright. I have saved it in my notes app. It will remind me at some point. That would be a trip. Oh no. Well, here's the thing. Weed doesn't have, like, psychedelic effects for me, right? It just combats my anxiety and lets me relax. But it also hits my disassociation and makes me sort of veg out and like, get, like, I don't want to, how do I want to describe this? A high to me feels like I'm finally wiping away the static on my brain, but then my body will, like, just get comfortable in any position if I stay too long, and I will lose track of time. Not in a bad way. You know, it's like when you're watching a good video and you look up and it's like, oh wait, it's already been an hour? Oh my gosh. It's exactly like that. Thing is, this make you not relax. Perfect. So I have the weed to relax and just counter the effects of the video. I love it. Hang on, I gotta get more water. Gotta get more water. Streaming is a lot for the throat. I mean, I knew it would be a lot because I used to DM, but it's a lot. Alright. I love looking at the Twitch overlay and just seeing my VTuber just be like, just staring at you blankly. Just because it's just so, it has such Celestia Ludenberg energy to it when she's like that. We do need that. Okay, I'm gonna add a hydrate button next. I'm also gonna figure out how to change the channel points. I've got plans. Gonna make the channel point look like some kind of black hole. I might make it look like the dark hole, like that Yu-Gi-Oh card. Excuse me. We'll see. Definitely gonna mess around with settings and layout. We definitely need a hydrate button. We definitely need a stretch button. Ooh, we could have a silly voice button where you just make me talk in a silly voice for 5 minutes. That would be fun.
Ooh, we could talk like this for a minute. This would be fun.
If you guys can even understand what I just said. If you can't, then we won't do it, but let me know. That is my evil villain voice. Da, 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 da. Alright, let me get some water. We can. Perfect. Perfect. Then you shall all hear the voice of... I'll have to find a name for it. I have to find a name for it. Oh my gosh.
What should I name this force? I can be anything. I could be a robot, or the sucking of a...
Hang on.
or the sucking of a void.
That voice is hard because I have to inhale in order to do it. It's literally the opposite of how I normally talk. And so, like, my breath control is... It's harder to have breath control when I'm doing it in the opposite direction. I just let out my secret. Now everyone will know. Now all of China knows your secret.
Good. That's how I like it.
Okay. Final rest, everyone. Final rest, and then we're gonna clear this dungeon and fight this boss. Da 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 da. Nope, come on. It got all fuzzy and fraggy the moment I tried to run. Yeah. Okay, computer's kind of having buggy issues, but... Okay, to catch up. Let's go. Oh, it was? Good, good. I used to work at a camp for middle schoolers, and every time I did that, they were so impressed. So that's my bar for, like, what I expect people to pick up on. How well I expect people to pick up on what I'm doing. I know that's not the best bar, because, like, y'all are adults, or I'm assuming. But yeah. Middle schoolers do not quite understand how everything works yet. But man, I remember that camp. That was a fun camp. My favorite job. Definitely. My favorite job. Kind of one of those jobs I stumbled into and I was like, oh, wait a sec. I could stay here for a while. Okay, third battle. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Perfect. Ah. Exactly. I mean, you're not in school. I didn't think you were. Trust me, middle schoolers type very differently than you are. Plus, you've read Eragon and have a book about Eragon, so... Oh, come on, I want to talk to the bats. Let me talk to the bats. Unless you're like me, which you've already established you are, in this regard. I don't think most middle schoolers are reading Eragon today. Oh, you want to know something dumb about Eragon? When I was reading it the first time, I didn't think it was pronounced Eragon. I thought it was pronounced Eragon, like dragon, except instead of a D, he just put an E there instead. Which, I mean, yeah, that's basically what he did. But I thought it was pronounced Eragon. And that's how I was pronouncing it in my head for the longest time. So when the movie came out and it was terrible, I was like, well, I'm just not going to pay attention to this pronunciation. I'm going to do it in my head. And that was until I started finding the online community for it and realized, oh, wait a sec, people actually care about this book and its pronunciation, and I should probably say it right. Yeah, okay, see, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. We all have funny pronunciations. I also pronounced, what is it? I pronounced Dementors as Dementors, like demon, not Dementors, like, oh, they're demented, oh! No. They're demons that live off your fear and sadness. Sorry, they're demons that live off the happy feelings. That's what they do. So it's, which always made me like curious because like they are all at a prison where their food is all unhappy. So are they just starving? Are they fed by just sheer numbers? What is I didn't understand Dementors or Dementors or however you say it. I mean, that's fair. It's a book, you know? If you don't pronounce it right, who's gonna know? The thoughts in your head? Guess what? They don't know either. Unless you're like being paid. Oh, hang on. There's dialogue. Gotta read. You've come to rescue me. I don't know how I can ever thank you. Wait, hang on. Wait. Did we just beat the boss in 2 rounds? Y'all, are we overpowered? I think we're overpowered. I don't think that fight was supposed to be so easy. I just wanted to get a banana up to level and dang, we beefed that boss. Oh, no, not beef. That's the wrong word. We like that we cheesed that boss. That was way too easy. Anyways, you've come to rescue me. I don't know how I can ever thank you. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. You know it's a fantasy thing because they all the names end with an A or ah sound. Unless it's a villain. That's the first time anyone's defeated Garland. Oh, that's interesting, Eragon. That's an interesting way of looking at it that I hadn't considered before. I was thinking about it as a zero-sum game, but I guess that makes sense. I don't want to give credit to Rowling because, you know, TERF piece of garbage, but in Minecraft, but you know, she's maybe she had that one on me. Huzzah! We rescued the princess. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. Ahem. If I may... Wait, hang on. This is the advisor's voice. When the darkness fails the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I have heard that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. We will have the bridge to our north rebuilt as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. Wait, hang on. Okay, so we have 4 crystals, but there are also more crystals out there that we have to find. So we are just like some dudes who found light crystals, but not even like all of them or some of the important ones. We just have them. Oh, sure. You know what? Sure. This lute has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this lute as well. I want you to have it instead, because fuck tradition. It may aid you on your journey. You obtained the lute. Never read the books. I've read all the books several times. I used to be a Potterhead, actually. Used to be in the fandom back when it was on Facebook and the early days of Tumblr. Back in the Super Hulock days, if you remember that cursed time. But the back then it was so pure, and people were using Harry Potter for like social justice narratives. Like, okay, the line that Sirius Black says in the 5th book about you know a person not by how they treat their equal, but by how they treat those who they think are their inferior. When he was talking about Barty Crouch, that line hit me, and I think it hit a lot of people, because that was one of the things that people refer to a lot when talking about how Harry Potter is a positive book and has positive messages. And yeah, that's an incredible book. But looking back on it, I'm just amazed by the sheer hypocrisy and the what is it? The lack of awareness that JK Rowling has to write that line in that book from the best father figure in the whole series. I would say better than Lupin, though there is an argument to be made. I'll give you that. Oh, and Hagrid. But that line, the hypocrisy and lack of self-awareness with that line, for her to write that, and then go off and be a TERF, go off and think that people are less than or endangering her because what? They want to dress different? What? They want to feel comfortable? They want to be in a different space than you're used to seeing them? Rowling, you are many things. You are an inspiration to the social justice movement. Your fans were some of the original social justice warriors back before that term became stigmatized. Why do you have to be so regressive nowadays? It's because she's rich and isolated from most of the world's problems nowadays. At least that's part my explanation. I don't think that's all of it. I think that she had these tendencies before, back when it was more acceptable in the early 2000s and the 90s. But no one really cared until she became famous and known for her positive messages, and then came out with these takes. Implying she views us as people. Yeah, well, I don't keep track of Rowling controversy all the time, because it hurts to see my hero be brought this low. But I will give her the benefit of the doubt that she at least sees trans people, as people. Regressive, dangerous threats to her life, yes, in the same way that a murderer or a racist is a person, but also a threat. I will assume that much of her, but I'm not going to go out and say that she's a good person anymore. I'll just say that I assume that she sees people as people, which should be a baseline criteria for anyone to meet, right? A person is a person, no matter how small. not trans. Yeah, just the Salem TERF trials. No, I'm not gonna say that. I take that back. That death threats and insinuation of that, not allowed, not good. But man, TERFs are something else. They I'll go into it more on maybe tomorrow's stream, because that's more the place for it. I don't want to bring this mood down. This is a fun time to play video games and chill. Rowling is, at this point, garbage, and her takes are garbage. And that has been the case ever since the Hogwarts bathroom incident on Twitter. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. I've been assigned the important task of defending Castle Cornelia. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Okay, so there's definitely going to have something's going to happen to this castle, for sure, right? If the guard is nervous, that's foreshadowing. Hey. As I said, it's a joke. It's not real. I'm not doing it. But if you want to do it in Minecraft, that's fair game. That's totally fine. That's a different story. That's a video game. That's a meme. That's something entirely different. I totally missed what she said. Hang on. Jane, I don't know how I can ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. Well, she gave me her loot, so I hope that's good. She gave these random people a priceless family heirloom. The Warriors of Light, I can't thank you enough for saving Lady Sarah. Who's this guy? Oh, Shadow. Okay, so we got some Ocarina of Time stuff going on. Loots that can cause magical damage. The beautiful loot handed down for generations to the princesses of Cornelia is said to have a unique power. It can shatter the gateway of evil. I don't even know what that means. Gateway of evil. Guess we'll find out. Are you the Warriors of Light? The one from Lucan's prophecy? I don't know what that voice was. I'm just playing around with voices, don't worry. I'm not expecting consistency. Minecraft Salem. Exactly, there you go, Eragon. Minecraft Salem TERF trials. My sister is back, and it's all thanks to you guys, isn't it? I could just kiss you. Mwah. She probably kissed Mango. I bet we taste sweet. Okay, same dialogue. I gave this guy the same dialogue. Cool. Let's see if any of these have opened up yet. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna check around, see what's opened up, see if anything's new here and in town. Go across the bridge and then save the game. I think that's enough for today, and then I'm going to try to upload this onto my YouTube and my Twitter, try to get some clips going. So if you want to catch anything, see something again, keep in contact over there. The links are down in my bio, so it should be easy enough to find. I'll try to make sure I get some good ones. I'll definitely upload everything I've recorded. I know we didn't start recording right away, so we don't have everything today, but we'll do our best to get everything up there. And yeah, plan is whole video of the this whole stream as one video, but also I'm gonna break it up into bits, like the conversations we had about Brian David Gilbert. That's gonna be a video. The conversation we had about Harry Potter. That's gonna be a video. You know, that kind of topic-based breakdown. Okay, where are we? Oh, bridge scene. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, so it's the guy from the castle and the guards. Orders from His Majesty. I don't know what this voice is. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. And they move, and they go fast. Wow. I wonder how long this is taking, like, in-game time? Because I just love the idea of us just bumming around in this town for, like, a year while they build the bridge, and the king is like, yes, don't worry, we will absolutely have it ready. In the meantime, have you talked to the dancer? Yes, several times. Several times. She says the same thing. Not to me, she doesn't. Sir, you have a wife. I do? Oh, I do. I thought she was in another castle. We have those, you know? Other castles. I'm definitely clipping this. This is going somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, man. Anytime I make myself laugh, that's a clip. Dang, 1,000 kill. Nah, I should be good, right? I went through a whole cutscene. Oh. Maybe I should. Ding ding ding. I tried to make sure the eyes didn't go one at a time. That's gonna be a pet peeve that I'm gonna make sure I get fixed tonight. Katie, well, okay, I don't know how much you missed, but we talked about Eragon, we talked about Harry Potter, we talked about what else did we talk about? A bunch of stuff. Brian David Gilbert. Yeah, no, David Brian? Brian David. We beat the first boss in like 2 rounds, which was ridiculous. We talked about, when we were talking about Harry Potter, we decided we should institute new trials, but in Minecraft. So instead of the Salem witch trials, we have the Minecraft Salem TERF trials. You know, just for fun, to like get out some of the frustration from icons and heroes of our childhood letting us down after being so inspirational and supportive. And we were also talking about the bridge being built and how long that might take, and us bumming in town and spending time with the king, who was like sending us to the dancer, and we're like, yeah, she says the same thing, and he goes, yeah, not to me, which you probably walked in on the wife thing. Oh, I was just making a joke because building a bridge takes how long, right? Like years? At least a year? In real world time. So I'm assuming because they're using real world techniques, it would take a real world amount of time. We just don't see it because it's a video game. Okay, it's all lovely. Stuff. So, what would we be doing? Talking to the king. He sends us to the dancer. Dancer is another term for Lady of the Night, red light district woman. So I was making a joke that he is cheating on his wife, but he doesn't even know his wife is around because she's always in a completely different room on a different side of the castle. So he's like, she's still here. I thought she was in another castle. I didn't realize we still had her. We have those, you know, other castles. We're rich. I'm the king. I can do what I want. Just sort of a riff on RPG tropes, basically. Okay, so there's nothing in here. Ah, okay. Apparently that didn't work. Right, let's cross this bridge and see what's on the other side. Oh, fade to white. Cutscene. Ooh, look, it's us. It's the Fruit Boys. Fruity as hell, all heck. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that, once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. Well, duh, that's exactly it. He's like trying to send them to the entertainment. You know, keep them occupied. Make sure they have a good time. As well as himself, because he's also bored and stuck here. It's Mango. That's definitely what Mango looks like, right? Alright, what do we got here? You know, I want to see a map of this place just so I can get a sense of the geomorphology of these continents. What the heck is that thing? Oh, that thing is gross. I don't like it. It has too many limbs and like a slug tail and its head looks like it's ripped off a Chuck E. Cheese knockoff. Like, that is disgusting. Why? Why? Alright, you're dead. You're dead. Go away. I don't want to look at you. Nope. Nope. Protect. Oh, no. Wrong one. Fire. PK fire! It's just a lizard. It's a gross lizard that's bigger than we are and has a headdress like a Pacific Persian. Like Pacific, as in Pacific Islander, because it has those fronds. Oof. Okay, come on. Well, if that's what's over here, things are going to be a lot different, huh? Interesting. Let's see what's on the other side of this mountain range. Hurting its feelings. I mean, okay. I will say, you know what? No. I'm sorry. The Gigas is at least, like, pretty to look at in terms of its color choices. Like, that maroon, whatever you call it, that's pretty. I like that color. Slobbering mouth and drool, not so much, but it's at an angle where we don't need to see most of its body. It's at least kind enough to do that to us. So, you know, that's fine. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is the lizard being all stretched out and, like, raising its weird tail. Ugh. I don't care if I hurt its feelings. That thing deserves to be hurt. Okay, so you can't walk across that light blue water. Good to know. Okay, so we got more goblins again. At least we aren't done with these things. Goodbye. Oh dang, even Grape's doing 2 attacks now. Good for you, Grape. Oh. It's a little janky, but I do enjoy that sleep animation. There's something so charming about these old game, like, animations where, like, they'll just use the whole screen as a canvas and it just shows, just to show an effect. Or, like that one where there was a filter that went over to sort of grade everything out, muted it, and then, like, you got that wibbly wobbly wavy thing pattern going down. That was a cool effect. I like that. And it's something you don't see a lot in modern games because in modern games the world is like grounded. It's real. It's reality. You aren't looking at the world in like a sort of behind the fourth wall way. You are in the world. So that kind of stuff wouldn't make sense metatextually. Is that the right word? In those games. And frankly, it's something I think we should bring back. It's something that I genuinely enjoy and have a lot of nostalgia for. Eragon, not much. You missed me freaking out at what a lizard looks like in this game. They are hideous, by the way. And what else? The there was something else. Oh, we're talking about the filters, like for sleep, how it like affected everything, affected the whole screen. I enjoy those kind of old animations, and I'll probably talk about it again, but it's something I'm nostalgic for. It's something I enjoy, and I acknowledge it's something we don't have a lot of in today's video games because of how video game style has changed. Come on, die, please, yes. Good. Yeah, I bullied him to death. It was this ugly thing. It's okay. I'm sorry, but I will not back down on this. I will still stand by what I said about it earlier. Its face looks like a rip-off, like someone ripped off the head of a rejected Chuck E. Cheese animatronic and stuck it onto this creature. I don't know what they were thinking with that design. It's genuinely ugly to look at. I just got an antidote from beating up some wolves. Ooh, cave. Okay! Got some big boys. So, this side is more intense. I will give it that. This side is definitely more intense than the other things that I've been fighting. Let's see, attack. Let's start with the bottom. Protect you. Let's put everyone to sleep so I don't have to deal with both of you at once. Wow, they have some beefy defense. That only did 17? See, this effect right here where like the screen goes back and forth and you have some pop-up stuff and it only it affects like how you see the world. It's so simple, but because it's just like you select the background layer, you animate it and you give it a filter. Not difficult, but it's so satisfying to watch, and it's a lot nicer than some particle effects when you unleash a thing that sort of gets in the way between you and the target. It's something I will just sit back and enjoy watching every time it pops up. Now they're ogres, so are they weak to fire? Let's find out. Well, I guess we won't know. Okay, fire! Let's take him out. No. You have to heal grape. Okay, let's try thunder, see if that does any difference. If there's any difference there. 7. Dang! Okay, maybe those things aren't as terrible as we thought. Cool. Liquids. Oh, I got the antidote. I got the antidote, Eragon. For some reason, the wolves were carrying an antidote with them. It's why keep in mind, I never bought any antidotes. Apparently, I have 2 now, so. Echo glass. So I don't know what this place is. Oh, there's magic brooms. Am I gonna see Mickey? Is this like a... If Square Enix did Kingdom Hearts and put Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts, are there Disney characters in Final Fantasy? I need to know. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see. Such a strange spell to swishery. Gotcha. To swishery. Kill is not a bee. Swisheroo. I'm going to read that again, because that was fun. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see. Such a strange spell to swishery. Kill is not a bee. Swisheroo. What's in here? Oh, more brooms. Oh, this is so pretty. Ow! Hello, Red Mage. My eye! My eye! Ah. Ow! Are they carrying antidotes? Or... You know, that's a good question, Eragon. I don't actually know. I'm gonna assume, just for comedy's sake, that the wolves were like, one of them had a bottle stuck between its paw, or like stuck between its toes or something, and just never bothered to remove it. But yeah, probably you kill enough wolves, you get an antidote from the materials. You know, I'll believe that. That makes more sense. Who could have stolen it from me? Okay, so he's missing his eye. That's interesting. Can I steal from him? I can. Yes, I'm stealing from a blind old mage. What of it? I never said I was a good person. I just said... Actually, I never even said if I was a person or not. I'm a void. I'll just avoid the question. Okay, so these are empty. Okay, so it's same text. My eye! My eye! Oh, ouch! I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye! Who could have stolen? I'm sorry, hang on, wait, wrong voice, hang on. Poggers. Poggers with the paw! Oh, Eragon! That's adorable, I love it. I was about to say, Katie, I was assuming this person was a dude because, like, almost everyone we've met who isn't in danger is a dude. But then again, this person's in trouble. And they basically sound like Velma. So hang on, let me do this again. My eye! My eye! Who could have stolen it from me? And that is my Velma impression. I'm here all week. I'm sure you are all so impressed by my ability to mimic any sound I hear. Oh, hello. Wait, green and purple. Okay, this is interesting. We got the Hulk, folks. We're facing the Hulk. Oh, Ogre Chief. I'm gonna hope you fall asleep. Fall asleep, fall asleep. Ow, that's a big hit. Why did you have to go before avocado? Ah! Ow! so good. Okay. Gonna keep pounding away at you. Cure. Yeah, you need it the most. JK fire! Oh, nice. Good. I need another white mage, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, Banana is amazing and just doing wonderful damage and wonderful things for me. But I need more healing. I need more, like, support. I just wish I could add one more person to this party. That's a cool one, too. Only 13 damage. Well, at least that 13 was enough. 495 gil. Yo! They're dropping bank. Oh, this isn't good either. I think the problem with the current spells I have for Avocado is that they only target one person, and I want to target everybody. So it's hard for me to pick, you know? Alright, let's put these boys to sleep so that they don't do damage. I am loving the sleep spell. It is beautiful. Oh, posture check. Thank you. Thank you, Carp Crusader. Posture dogs. Posture dogs. They'll bark at me every time they see me slouch. Gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Uh-oh. Okay, well, these two are gone. I can clean up the rest easily enough. Magic. Cure. No. No. Magic. Cure. How about if I cure you and then have you use an item? I'm breaking the game, folks. I'm introducing the hacks. We've done it. We've superseded the game action mechanics. There's nothing that can stop us now. We have become invincible! Attack you. Attack you. Cure on you. Item on you. Ha ha ha! Sleep, such a vital spell. I don't know where I'd be without it. It just cuts down on enemy action economy. Like, even if it doesn't get everyone, it at least like makes sure I don't get swarmed. See? Perfect time for another sleep. These guys, they're pretty simple. Just hit attack. Oh, you gotta cure yourself, buddy. Don't forget to give yourself some love. Asleep. Oh, bye-bye. Ow. Ow. You leave my mango and grape alone. They're my best damage dealers. They're gonna defeat all of y'all. Ha 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 ha. Now everyone's above 100, baby. Wait, we're only level 8? How are we already all above 100 health? This game's gonna climb to crazy numbers, isn't it? I can already tell. Do posture dogs come with collars? Oh, that's why they're posture dogs. They wear posture collars. You're so smart, Eragon. You like nailed it. That's exactly what it is. Alright, we're just exploring the continent. Might go a little... At 7:30 at the latest, I'm cutting out. Because I do need a break. I do have stuff I want to do, and I'm going to need food at some point. Dang, I'm honestly kind of hoping I see another lizard soon, just so I can rag on it some more and talk about how ugly it is. How about... What did I just do? I think I just cured mango. It's not bad, but there are better options. There we go. Three hits and 2 hits. My dudes are leveling up. I'm so proud of them. When we started, they were just little buds on the trees in which they grew, or vine. And now they are fruiting into full bodies. They're really coming into their own. Oh. Gosh. Town. Finally, town. Okay, I'm gonna go into the town and not even gonna explore. I'll leave the exploring for next week. If you want to watch more Final Fantasy, you'll have to come back on Monday, 4 o'clock on Monday. I will be here then. Tomorrow will be a conspiracy theorist and right-wing chuds stream, and as I promised, Wednesday will be a stream looking back at the January 6th riots and looking into the future, because on Wednesday, January 6th will be the day after, and that's the day I don't stream. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure we have some content out for that, because that's kind of an important historical event that we've all lived through and experienced and are still dealing with the consequences of, because our system refuses to give the people who hold certain beliefs with to the same standard as they hold those that they oppress. So, yeah, gonna have some choice words about that for sure, and you'll definitely want to be there for that. Friday, as I've mentioned before, Pokemon Coliseum, and next Monday, back to this. Chop chop. How much gold do I have? 2,000. Nice. Everyone's level 9 except for the first 2. Oh, I might have to... That's okay. If you miss it, Eragon, don't forget I have my own Twitter and YouTube channel. They are in the description. And I will be uploading everything I do there, so you can always catch up. Okay. before I talk to anyone, I'm going to save. Let's. I don't remember this. Must have been a headbait. So there we go. Data saved. It's time 2 hours 7 minutes. Pravoka. Alright, everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream. I hope you all had fun. And actually, let me transition to the ending card for this. Everyone say goodbye. I had a blast doing this. This has been my first stream, and it definitely will not be my last. I'm going to be streaming from now on into the foreseeable future, and if there's any updates, I will update you all on my Twitter, so be sure to follow. And let me know what your favorite parts were. I'm going to hang around here for like a couple more minutes, just as I start like shutting things down, give everyone a chance to decompress. Actually, wait, I can raid, right? Nah. As cool as that would be, video. I'll figure out how to raid on another time. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun, Eragon. This has been a freaking blast to do. I'm so glad. I'm glad we got memes out of this too. Banana, lizards, the king having a thing with a dancer. Salem TERF trials in Minecraft. Alright. I'm gonna go let my voice rest. Y'all have fun. Thank you so much for coming. And have a good night. The void will accept... No, hang on. Gotta think of a good tag. You cannot escape the void. You shall return.